From a prophetic perspective, the history of the entire world was, directly or indirectly, forecast in its relationship to history in the book of Daniel and again in the book of Revelation. By the way, last year, my 18th trip to Israel afforded a privilege I've looked forward to for decades. I only dreamed about what I'm holding. This is a scroll of the book of Daniel. You see, the Jews don't read Daniel anymore. The rabbis don't discuss it. The synagogues don't open it. They don't even own copies. Why not? As I'm going to point out a little later, Daniel is so clear, it names 186,246 days in advance the very day that their Messiah would offer himself in the original scroll. Daniel 9:27, the very day. However, the Messiah was rejected, and as we're going to learn a little later, every Jew is precious. Every Jewish individual is precious, and when one comes to truly know the bloody Messiah who gave his life for all mankind, they're a jewel in the crown of the Messiah himself. And all God's people said, Amen. So how did you get an actual scroll? You see, every scroll that is written by these special, Sofer is the writer. They're specially trained. They perform in very special ways, so there's no error whatsoever. And when Israel was reborn, I didn't know this until a year ago. When Israel was reborn, May 1948, a believing Jewish family had a Sofer copy precisely a scroll of the book of Daniel. There wasn't another one to be found anywhere. 70 years passed. I was there last March. That family finally decided to let it be purchased. And we were able to purchase. And I had it brought back through the Department of Antiquities by courier to the United States. That original scroll, everyone is an original, is in the center of the museum over here. You will see it in the case. We had copies of it made. Billy, you want to help me a second here? We had copies of it made. Let's hold it high. In beautiful antique. And just to pay for these, it's going to cost $400 plus tax just for us to pay the printing bill. We didn't have that many made. But if you would like one of these, we have them available for the $400 plus tax. We have to charge tax on everything. And for your pastor to either read from it or to point out 927 and the entire history of the world from the book of Daniel. By the way, if this were the original scroll, and it's not, this is one of the copies, I wouldn't be handling it like this. So we have them in case you want them. Now, from the prophetic perspective, the history of the entire world was, directly or indirectly, forecast in its relationship to Israel. The books of Daniel and Revelation spell this out in graphic detail.